Are you a hungry college student who wants dessert for cheap? Are you a single person who wants dessert just for yourself? Or are you someone who absolutely loves dessert but doesn't feel like waiting an hour to make it and then eat it later? Well, this recipe is just for you. My mom sells Pampered Chef, which is a company that sells kitchen tools to people around the world. While she sells those tools, she also makes recipes. So she is constantly on the search for recipes to make for our family and other people as well. When she came upon this recipe, she figured she would try it with us. Well, it turned out to be just the recipe. 3-2-1 cake uses minimal ingredients to make a cake in the microwave in just 1 minute. What can be better than that? All you need are a few simple tools. First, you need a couple cake mixes, frosting, a tablespoon, a coffee cup, and a Ziploc bag. First, you need to go to your local grocery store and buy an Angel Food cake mix. Then you need to purchase another cake mix. It can be whatever flavor you want. It can be chocolate, vanilla, lemon, strawberry, whatever your heart desires. I chose lemon. When you get home, you need to dump both boxes into a Ziploc bag. You can choose to dump all the boxes in, or half, or a fourth, whatever you choose, as long as they are equivalent amounts. Once you mix it up in the bag, you need to get a tablespoon and dump 3 tablespoons into an average-sized coffee cup. This is the 3 part of the recipe. Then you need to go and get some water and do 2 tablespoons of water. It's important to do this step second. That way you can rinse off the extra powder that is on the tablespoon. 1 and 2. The mixing part is the most important part of this recipe. If you mix it too much, it will end up being kind of chewy, and if you don't mix it enough, there will still be powder left in the mix, and when you eat it, it'll be kind of chunky. So you need to make sure that you mix it until just all the powder is gone. And when you have done that, you take it to the microwave and let it cook for just 1 minute. My microwave works perfect for it to cook for just a minute. Now, it depends on the microwave how long you will have to make it. If you have a high wattage microwave, you might need to cook it for less. And if you have a low wattage microwave, you might have to cook it for a little bit more. It just depends. So if you're doing this for the first time, you might want to check it out beforehand. Also, to tell if it is done, you could use a toothpick. If the toothpick comes out clean, you'll know that it's done. If the cake is pulling away from the sides, then you will also know that it is done. Now, if you would like to make an extra large cupcake, you can do that as well. All you will need is an extra large, or a larger coffee cup. Mine that I'm using is about this tall, so you might need one that's about this tall. My cake that I'm making now is about this tall, so if you want to double the size of the cake, it would be about this tall. All you would need would be 6 tablespoons of your mix, 4 tablespoons of water, and to cook it for 2 minutes, and you will get double the amount of cake in double the amount of time, but you won't have to cook 2 at separate times. Sounds like it is done. As soon as it is done, it's important to dump it out on a plate. And as you saw there, it came out very easily. Then, if you're a dessert lover like I am, you have to have frosting on your cake. Now, most people want the dessert with frosting to make it sweeter, so they just go to the store and buy some out of a can. Well, if you want the homemade style frosting in just minutes with using a can, you can do that as well. All you need to do is dump your frosting into a bowl, add a little vanilla, and add a little bit of powdered sugar, and you will have homemade style frosting in just a few minutes with using a can. Your frosting, and you might want to let it sit a little bit so that the frosting doesn't melt right away. And I already mixed this ahead of time, so it wouldn't take quite as long. Okay, and there you have it. A 3-2-1 cake to satisfy your sweet tooth.